Darren Elkins is going to be taking on TJ Brown on the stacked October 14th UFC fight night. Now I'm about to show you this card. And for a UFC fight night that's not even fully developed, doesn't even have its main event just yet, it is absolutely stacked top to bottom with prospects, up-and-comers, ranked fighters, contenders, fight of the night type of fights, and veterans like Darren Elkins as well, all the way through the card. This is an amazing UFC fight night as of right now. Now, I don't want to jinx it with a potential cancellation or two, so let's just hope MMA gods, goddamn, keep this fight card together. But we're going to give an early prediction for Darren Elkins and TJ Brown, and I'm about to show you this, because it is insane. This card is looking very, very nice. Now, oh my freaking god, this is it. This is what we got so far. We have 11 fights already, and not even a main event. Let's start with the bottom with the fight that just got added to the card. TJ Brown and Darren Elkins in the featherweight division. It's a very good fight. Two really solid wrestlers and ground game type of guys. One's a veteran, one is an up-and-comer that has been doing pretty good recently, beating guys like Eric Silva in the UFC. Looked really, really good in doing so. Was on a 2-fight win streak, lost 2 in a row, won 2 in a row, lost 1, won 1, lost 1. Is he going to come back with a win 1, lost 1, win 1, lost 1, and get a win? I don't know, but I do believe this fight between Darren Elkins and TJ Brown, the loser, they might get cut from the UFC, and I know Darren Elkins is 3-2 in his last 5 fights, but he was on a 4-fight losing streak before that, and the guys that he's beaten are no longer inside of the UFC octagon. Tristan Connolly gone, Derek Minner is gone, Eduardo Gerogori is gone, so I do believe the loser of this fight is going to be, well, gone from the UFC octagon. A little bit of an age difference there. Height is pretty similar. Reach does go to TJ Brown. I do believe round number 1 is going to go TJ Brown. Round number 3 is going to go with Darren Elkins, and it's going to come down to a very close round number 2. Tapology is leaning the freaking damage. Darren Elkins, the veteran, to go out there and get the win. I'm going to have to go Darren Elkins as well. I believe he wins this fight. Maybe gets put on one more pay-per-view as a retirement fight, because, man, this dude needs to retire sometime in the near future. And I'm gonna go Darren Elkins. I do expect the odds to be really, really 50-50, and maybe even to have TJ Brown as the favorite. I'm actually quite surprised that Darren Elkins is the favorite on Tapology, but as of right now, that is the first fight of the night. Darren Elkins, I do have him by a decision. We got long-time UFC veteran that's been in the UFC all the way since 2011, fought guys like Joseph Benavidez inside of the WEC, beat title challenger Eddie Wineland, lost to Ricky Simone, beat Ray Rodriguez, Kyung Kong, only losing to Montel Jackson by finish. That's the only time he's ever been finished inside of the UFC. This dude is a veteran. He's a really, really good grappler, taking on Alateng Lee. Every single fight I watch of Alateng Lee is a banger. The Kevin Kroom knockout was nice. He looked really good in the Chading Helliger fight. The Ryan Benoit fight was really good. Bajidil Dana fight was really good. Even the Casey Kenny one that he lost was really, really good. He's very underrated, but he's 4-1-1 inside of the UFC. He's very, very legit, and he's pretty young at 31 years old in the prime of his MMA career. That's going to be a good one if it does stay on the feet. We got up-and-comer making her debut, Daria Zelezny. I can't say the freaking name, but she's really, really legit, only losing to Melissa Dixon outside of the UFC, and most of her wins coming inside the distance by KO, TKO. That should be, for women's MMA, that's a very, very fun fight. We got undefeated flyweight prospect getting a shot against top 15 David Dvorak. That's a fun one for sure. I'm happy they're finally giving Tatsuro a shot inside of the top 15. I gotta see if Emily Dakota is still ranked in the UFC's women's strawweight division, because I believe she was ranked at one point. But I don't believe she is anymore. Because Angela Hill is at number 15. I don't believe she is. But Emily Ducote, as well as Ashley Yoder, are like right outside of that top 15 of the women's strawweight division. That should be a fairly competitive one and a good women's MMA striking match. We have Melissa Dixon, who does have her win over Daria Zelina. I can't freaking say that gosh dang name. But Melissa Dixon is very legit, undefeated. She is from the UK, coming off that first round TKO win. She's done very good as a professional MMA fighter, and she's got a very bright future ahead of her, and taking on another girl that did really good in her debut, just knee-barring Stephanie Egger in round number 1. Stephanie Egger being a girl that inside the UFC has only lost to ranked opponents in Tracy Cortez and Mayra Bueno Silva, and Irina Alekseeva beat her faster and better than Tracy Cortez and did very good in that fight. So that should be a good one. Winner, I do believe, probably gets their shot inside of the top 15 of that women's bantamweight division. We got undefeated bantamweight taking on pretty much undefeated Christian Rodriguez, who is undefeated in his weight class of 135 pounds, only losing a short notice bump up a weight class to 145 against Jonathan Pearson. Jonathan is an absolute freaking killer who since that win against Christian Rodriguez, beat Makwan Amirkhani dominantly, and then dominated Darren Elkins. And Christian Rodriguez looked very good in that fight as well. That is just the first fight on the main card. We have Michel Pereira and Marc-Andre Barriel. Oh my gosh, that's a banger in the middleweight division. Michel missed weight by like 3 pounds taking on Wonderboy Thompson. So, he's got to move up a weight class. And he's taking on a guy that does not really go away very easily. Has only been knocked out one time by Chidi and Jokawani. He's a very good striker, very good volume, very good in those later rounds as well. In round 2, round number 3. It's going to be a banger. That is an amazing middleweight fight. We got veteran versus sort of a veteran in Viviane Araújo. Just a legitimately good women's flyweight fight right there. I expect that to be very solid. And a banger, Adrian Yanez, Jonathan Martinez, 2 top 15 bantamweights. In the UFC, we got number 14 and number 13. That should be very fun. And we got Edson Barboza and Sodiq Yusuff. That is number 14 and number 12. And that is just what we have now. There's no saying that there's going to be maybe one more fight added to the prelims. And of course, the main event. This card is looking absolutely amazing. We got Darren Elkins added to the card. I can't wait. October 14th. Looking absolutely amazing. Got Darren Elkins winning. And if you want all these other predictions, you're going to have to wait, because we're going to do that full card prediction when the fight cards come around. Thank you guys for watching. See you on the next one.